Gamers, gals, and my non-binary pals. When all else fails, on this channel, no matter how much I try to give myself a little bit of hope in Konami, a little bit of love for the community, the company, the people who make this game, there's always the inevitable return to the Stevie Blunder special, and that's being a fucking whiny little baby. Anyways, attention duelists, here are the upcoming updates to the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Forbidden and Limited list effective December 9th, 2024, which is basically on arrival. Most of the unlimits basically did not matter. It was all moving stuff from 2 to 3 or 1 to 3, just like stuff that did not really matter. All the semi-limited stuff does not matter. The limits are a little spicy. We had Chandra and Kaiman limited, Phantom of Yubel limited, and Zodiac Barrage brought back. It was the only card that was actually brought back. Finally, the Forbidden list. Nightmare, Jowgen, and an original Sinful Spoil Snake Eyes. I will say that most of this shit just did not matter. So, again, let's look at the unlimits. None of these really matter. Maybe like Lunalight Tiger and Pinkertops can be played in like Ryziel, like Lunalight, and like side decks respectively. Like Double Colossus is a thing now. Opening the Spirit Gates might make Yubel like a little more consistent. The semi-limits don't matter. And most of the limits feel so weird. It feels like everybody asked for these limits 6 months ago, and just now Santa Claus picked up the message and is like, alright, fine kids, I'll give you your presents in the fucking summer. And we get hits to Kaiman and Chandra, which are good hits, by the way. I'm not saying that these are bad hits. I'm just saying that these are very, very boring hits. Phantom of Yubel to 1. This card should have never been allowed to be summoned multiple in a single turn, but good job, Konami. You sure know how to make them. And Zodiac Barrage, which is gonna do nothing because Dryden's banned. Remember when like one Zodiac Barrage was like the entire Tri-Brigade combo? If you guys didn't see like my recent video on like Adamancipator where I'm like,
oh my god, like people don't remember COVID formats. Adamancipator hit the gritty with Hulk of Ibrax.
Tri-Brigade Zoo was like actually the stuff of nightmares. This is like when we were like slowly returning back to like paper play in like 2022, and like it was that period of time where like people kind of just pretended that COVID was over. But oh my god, Zodiac Barrage was so fucking disgusting. Only real thugs remember the Trident Ram combos. Anyways, onto the bans where we have Nightmare, Jowgen, and OSS. Again, these are just very weird hits. Again, these aren't bad hits. These are just hits to decks where it feels like Konami can't really get much more value out of them anymore, and is trying to just like phase them out, be like, all right, like we don't need anyone to play like Tenpai anymore. We don't need anyone to play like XYZ deck anymore. Like we could just start cycling in the new product. Like these are hits that could have happened like last ban list, and it would not have been out of place at all. It would have been like perfectly timed, arguably, to a certain degree. But having these now, it's like Tenpai is not really doing that well. Just like in general, it's like always the third or fourth most represented deck. Like Fiendsmith Yubel is like fading into obscurity. Zodiac Barrage does fucking jack shit, bro. We also have Gimmick Puppet, Nightmare, and Jowgen. Like, rest in peace every single fucking branded player. Like, no, you are not gonna summon the level 6 fusion that like is like a double pop that came out in like the recent set. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's peer into our heart of hearts and witness the map that is step 1. Send Gimmick Puppet off of like, or whatever that guy's name is, Gargoyle. And like same goes for like Jowgen. Like, are we really that scared of like branded, voiceless? Is that really a deck? It's time to ban pre-prep again. And like OSS is definitely my favorite hit on this list. More than Gimmick Puppet, more than the Tenpai. OSS represented something so frustrating about Snake Eye, and it was the fact that like theoretically any card could translate into full combo on the spot and you'd have like nothing left to do about it. Like you stop the Debel Star, you stop the Fiendsmith combo they try and link climb into, you stop the Azamina stuff, and then your opponent activates Bonfire. He goes full Snake Eye combo. It's so disgustingly frustrating, the fact that like just Poplar itself could do the entire combo. It was disgusting. I'm just happy that Rescue Ace cut us straight with OSS ban. Poor Rescue Ace players, bro. That ban list must have been like an emotional roller coaster to go through, you know what I mean? As well as the fact that like you could banish OSS and it wouldn't matter if they opened Wanted. You could like pop the OSS and then it wouldn't matter because the OSS hadn't used its effect, and you could search a fire and you would search like Poplar, and then you have this old fuck ass scenario again. Hated it. So annoying. But it really does feel like Konami is doing its best to try to like distanced itself from like the past year of Yu-Gi-Oh. Again, you may have seen in my other videos, but I talk about how Konami will go through like these phases where like super diverse, new, fun format for everybody involved. It's like dumbass deck, dumbass deck, dumbass deck, dumbass deck. And Konami being blind to all of it, and then finally making a change towards the end where they like nuke everything 2 steps forward. The new combo deck is now like super sword soul. You know what I mean? That's just how I personally see it. Like this doesn't even change the current format. Like if you look at the pie graph, like it's all Malice, it's all Ryziel, like random Fiendsmith cores, like, and then there's like just slivers of like Tenpai and Yubel. And you could say that, oh, this is just recency bias because at this event, of course, everyone wanted to play the new cards. They're the new cards. I think the fact that these cards are just objectively good means that we're going to see a lot more of them. And when it comes to like the, wow, I am so sleep deprived and tripping. I looked at my soundproof paneling and it turned into water, and I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. But anyways, when you look at the list, like none of these decks outside of like maybe exactly Tenpai is seeing any real representation to warrant a hit. Like, it makes perfect sense why Chandra and Kaiman were banned, but like Phantom of Yubel is kind of just like this problematic card that should have just been at 2 in the first place, or had a restriction in the first place. Nobody's playing Branded anymore. I don't think I've seen a single person play Branded. I'm pretty sure every single person I know on YugiTube or YugiTwit is actually just playing Memento. They've moved on from Branded. I'm pretty sure like Ava Lise, like she just plays Memento now. Fuck it, bro. Fuck Branded Fusion. I'm activating Memento Fusion. Card's broken. Better hope you don't get a fucking impulse on it though, by the way. But yeah, I think the format we're in right now has the potential to be very healthy. But I do think that the balance that we got just almost didn't do anything. And I don't really know how to feel about that. Is it a boring list? Yes. But was it at least a fun list? Also, yeah. It was pretty cool seeing Jerome in his goofy ass briefcase kind of walk up and hit the gritty on everyone on stage just to say, haha, Shifter's still all around. By the way, Shifter's still not banned. We still have Shifter, we still have D-Barrier, we have Thrust, we have Tactic, we have Featherstorm. Like, oh my god, bro. What a format. Anyways, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the ban list down below. This is a pretty short conversation, but it kind of did just truly boil down to, wow, nothing ever changes. But let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.